Welcome back to the Wiccan Forum. When we left, we were speaking about degrees, first and second, and how they're not a matter to be taken lightly. And
technically, we weren't talking. Steve and I were arguing.
Okay, we were vocalizing. We were not arguing.
I was just about to talk. Like, seriously. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's all right. I just wanted to say, since you were discussing it, I completely agree with you. I think that being initiated, getting a first degree, second degree, third degree, whatever degree it is, it's a very serious matter, and it is not something to be taken lightly. It doesn't matter who's running the ritual. It doesn't matter whether it's a Sabbat. It doesn't matter if it's an SBAT. Even something, something simple, because aside from that, we have our God and Goddess rituals. Steve does a healing ritual, a Dark of the Moon ritual from time to time. And you should be going no matter what. It shouldn't matter who's doing it. It shouldn't matter who's showing up. This isn't a social hour. That's before, that's after, that's outside, that's fine. During the ritual, we have a job to do. We have a reason to be here. And that's that. But at the same time, whereas we shouldn't be letting these rituals be the degrees being taken lightly, we shouldn't also let them being taken too seriously and let it go to people's heads either.
That is very true.
It should
Absolutely
be,
true.
And
it's not about the degree.
It's not.
Because we're all on a journey, and some people may be at a further point than other people.
But we're all on the same
Exactly.
When I became second degree last year, I still treated everyone the same as if we were all equal. Because why should I let it go to my head? We all work together.
Well,
we always work together.
That's exactly it. Nothing should be going to anybody's head, because even though he or I might be second degree, there might be somebody who's a first degree that can still teach us something that we didn't know. It doesn't matter what degree you are, we're all here to learn, and just because you've reached a certain level doesn't mean that you have to stop learning or stop listening to other people.
I always learn new things from the people in the group, whether they're my age, younger than me, or whatever. It doesn't matter.
There are some first degree students that think they know everything and like to teach me a few things.
And the other thing about rituals, I'd like to say some people should keep their attitudes, whatever their problems are. We all have things going on in our personal lives. I think that they should keep their personal problems outside the door and keep it out on Wanacue Avenue or wherever the heck they came from, and not take it into the room, because we don't need you to bring your negativity with you.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right, but that shouldn't stop at rituals. It should be anytime.
Anytime, absolutely.
You were about to say something?
Yeah, I lost my whole train of thought. It's been a habit of mine, and just so recently, it's not funny. It's just,
I have another point to bring up about rituals. Certain people have very simplistic, elegant altars, and some of us have a lot of stuff on our altars. Mine might look cluttered, but I put everything there for a reason, and they're all beautiful rituals.
Cluttered? Yours was cluttered.
Well, I had no room for even the other candles I had wanted to use.
Exactly. Cut down on some of the stuff. I didn't put any of the Beltane ribbons on your altar because it was too cluttered. I know I'm right, but
I know you're right, but I mean, that's just how I work. Thank you.
Another reason why everybody should do their best to attend all rituals. Everybody has a different way of doing things, whereas I like simple altars, he likes complex altars or cluttered altars. It doesn't matter. People all are different, and they all have different ways of doing things, and if you come to all the rituals, then
you would learn something new.
Exactly.
First of all, I have two questions. A question and a statement. What kind of altar do I like?
You like an over-the-top
altar.
You're usually in the middle. Your altar is full, but it's not to the point where you have no movements and you have clutter.
Right. And the second one is, if you're going to perform in a ritual and you're doing it in a space, please do not show up 5 minutes beforehand, and or do not show up and say, my assistant's going to do it. Well, you know what? You're the person running the ritual. You need to get your act in gear and show me, or show the high priestess, you can actually perform this ritual.
Again, it's because it's the person that's running the ritual that's working for the degree. They should not sit there and say, my assistant's going to do it.
And there are other people who offer themselves a little too much to initiates coming up. That needs to stop. Let them fend for themselves. Wow, it is really raining out there.
Yes, it's
Okay,
raining.
I'm sorry.
But it also has nothing to do with working towards any degrees or anything like that. If you do a ritual, you're getting the blessing for it. And if you come in and say, well, it's my ritual, but so-and-so is going to be taking care of it, well, then you don't get the blessing for it. And if that's the case, then why are you here doing a ritual in the first place?
That is true. But it's also to work towards like something because people need to experience it in order to just...
No, you're absolutely right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Quickly, I know we have only a couple minutes left. I was supposed to talk before I ran. The reason why I'm so out there today is Pompton Lakes is having a holiday stroll where they cut off the traffic from Montague Ave. It's on Friday, December 3rd. I was at a meeting for 2 hours. Rain date is December 10th. We will have 2 bouncy houses along the street, free popcorn, cider, cookies, balloon, animal type things. It's a fun time. It's a free event. Come down and enjoy yourselves, even if you're not from Pompton Lakes. Come down and shop. You know, a lot of stores will be open. You have the tree lighting. First of all, the ceremony starts at 6 o'clock. Tree lighting is at 6:30. Santa arrives around that time, and then there's photos with Santa Claus at 7. I know.
So I believe the photos with Santa Claus are free as well. So
Yes,
you don't have to
and you
pay
can
for that.
actually bring your pets along with you. So if you want a child and their pet, there'll be karaoke here. There'll be a rock and roll band. The high school marching band will be up and down the street. There'll be carolers. Before the event, there will be a lady on stilts walking around. There's a magic show every 15 minutes down the street. I know I'm forgetting something. Go to Pompton Lakes Chamber of Commerce and see the full ad. I know I'm forgetting something, but whatever.
Just a quick mention, a lot of the stores that'll be open usually have extra things during the holiday stroll, like they'll have popcorn or they'll have cookies.
Yes, popcorn machines. Oh, thank you.
That's okay. Hot chocolate, and a lot of the stores have this stuff for free. So even if you come down, browse all the stores, you know, it's a good time. It's a
Eat
good time.
and shop your way from one end of the street to the other and drop your kids off in the bouncy house and you'll be good to go. The second thing is just new. Thanks, Judy. These are... You got a shot? Yeah? Okay. These are... what did my girl use? Witch ski hats. They're great. They're really...
They're awesome. I like
have
that.
a bigger head, so I can't really... You know. They have little witch hats on them.
Chick, may you try it on?
Could you please? They're $5.99. It makes a great holiday.
Never mind my hair. That's okay.
It's
I will
okay.
definitely be buying one and wearing it to work.
It's a great Yule present. Thank you.
You don't want to demonstrate.
Could you please be like a Barker Beauty, like?
Here
You know, it's a great holiday gift. Okay, and they're available now. And this Friday, November 19th, starting at 7 o'clock, Ellen Postelowski. Oh, I actually got
Is
the
it
name
7? I thought it was 8.
right. 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing. I heard
No,
that.
because I checked this morning. Somebody asked me. I thought it was 8 also, but I'll be here until midnight anyway. It's just personal, and she is a personal chef. She was a personal chef for Jason Kidd, formerly of the New Jersey Net. I have no idea where he's playing for now.
Is he still playing?
I don't follow basketball. Now, if it was football, then I'd talk. But she, all of the pictures in here are usually his kids, because she does not have any children. And this is a great picture of her and her boyfriend. I know I'm running out of time. I know. All right, I feel like I'm giving an award speech. She'll be here Friday, and she'll autograph books. We do have books available here now, and then we also will have books then. She'll be making something from here. I'd like to thank everybody in the Academy for voting for me.
And a quick mention, this will be the second time that she's here.
Yes.
Last time there was a lot of people here. It was a very good time.
It was a very good event.
So
please stop by and say hi and everything. Thank you guys for filming, and we'll see you next week.
And actually, also, some real quick before we go, just a quick mention, for anybody that watches Supernatural or doesn't, it's on Fridays at 9 o'clock on Channel 11 CW. This week's episode will be about fairies, like the flying kind. So if anybody wants to, check that out, you can do that.
That was a little below the belt. Blessed be everyone.
Blessed
Good night.
be.